Check out this gorgeous tree. This is one of my all-time favorites. It is known as the Western Red Cedar, or some people may call it the Pacific Red Cedar, the giant arbor vitae, or the Western arbor vitae. And arbor vitae means the tree of life. And the Native Americans used to call the Western Red Cedar the tree that gives long life. And it's a special tree. It's special especially because it is native to the Pacific Northwest of the United States and Canada. And it's distributed all throughout the areas, like especially close to the coast. And I'll read a little bit from the Wikipedia page. It's associated with the Douglas fir and the western hemlock in most places where it grows. And it's found at elevation ranges of sea level to the maximum of about 7,500 feet above sea level, which is, I think, the most northern, or the highest they are at Crater Lake in Oregon. In addition to growing lush forests and mountainsides, Western cedar is also a riparian tree, growing in many forested swamps and stream banks in its range. The tree is shade tolerant and able to reproduce under dense shade. These are really tall trees. I think that's why I like them. I have a personal preference towards these gigantic trees, the redwoods, the sequoias, the cedars, the firs, the hemlocks. They're just incredible specimens. They can grow up to 200 feet, and they can have a trunk of up to 13 feet, which is exceptionally huge. Trees growing in the open may have a crown that reaches the ground, whereas trees densely spaced together will exhibit a crown only at the top, where light can reach the leaves. It is a long-lived tree, and some individuals can live well over 1,000 years, with the oldest verified red cedar coming in at 1,460 years old. Dang, man. That is short. It's smaller than some of the redwoods, which make it over 2,000, but still much larger than even the ponderosa, which is usually around 1,000 at its oldest. The foliage forms flat sprays with scale-like leaves in opposite pairs, with the successive pairs at 90 degrees to each other. And they look very similar, actually, to what redwood leaves look like, or needles. As I said, the natives called them the long life maker. The largest specimen in the world is found on Vancouver-Island. The natives used these trees for all aspects of their life and society, from kitchen utensils to canoes to housing material to, using the bark for multiple varieties to the wood itself. It was something that completely changed the way the natives lived. And they were so abundant that there were some to harvest always. It's an absolutely amazing tree. It's one of the crowning jewels of the Pacific Northwest, and something that's worth seeing future grandchildren. Come hug a Western Red Cedar.